the ads that conservatives make versus the ones from liberals. The conservatives wear that description like it's their first name. They cannot say it enough.
I'm a conservative outsider.
America's most conservative.
Top-rated conservative.
A real conservative.
Proven conservative.
Christian conservative.
America's first conservative.
I'm so conservative.
You're embarrassed by what liberalism has become, that the term is now irredeemably coupled with woke nonsense.
Bill Maher is on fire, launching a harsh attack on Democrats for appearing weak, hesitant, and overly focused on woke politics. During a fiery monologue on Real Time with Bill Maher, the outspoken comedian criticized his own side and held nothing back. Maher believes the only way for Democrats to win back voters is through boldness, courage, and clear conviction. According to him, playing it safe and avoiding tough conversations will only push more voters away. If you enjoy strong and thought-provoking political commentary, make sure to subscribe because this takedown is one of the sharpest yet.
But you never hear anyone bragging about being a liberal. There's no liberal Bob Schmohawk as a liberal who wants to enact more liberal policies. Democrats might want to think about what that means. Because the implication is you're embarrassed by what liberalism has become, that the term is now irredeemably coupled with woke nonsense. Which is a shame, because despite their nonsense, still generally a better product. But what does it say about your brand if you don't want to say what you are? So much of liberal politics nowadays is identity politics, and yet it seems we found the one thing liberals won't identify as.
Maher also criticized liberals for feeling embarrassed about their own label. He argues that the problem is not just poor messaging, it is the brand itself. In the past, being called a liberal was a badge of honor, but now the term carries a lot of baggage, making even strong supporters hesitate before using it. Years of controversial policies and cultural debates, often criticized as ignoring science or common sense, have weakened public trust. As a result, many voters who once proudly identified as liberals are now stepping back. Their core beliefs may not have changed, but the label itself feels extreme or unfamiliar to them. Maher believes this reflects a serious identity crisis within the movement.
Country simply has no education standards anymore. They will let you out of a public high school and give you a diploma, and you don't have to actually know anything, which used to be the mission of schools, knowing things. I know it's super important to stop the grooming of our kids, or, I don't know, to start it. And certainly critical race theory must be stricken from the curriculum, or who knows, maybe included in all of it. But, you know, while we're having those fights, could someone please notice that the kids don't actually know anything?
Maher also focused on education, which he believes is another reason people are turning away from the liberal brand. In his view, some policies lowered academic standards in the name of fairness, making attendance seem more important than actual achievement. He criticized the reduction of testing, grading, and strong academic expectations, arguing that these changes replaced merit with entitlement. Maher also pointed to controversial classroom topics like critical race theory. Supporters see these lessons as an honest look at history, while critics believe they push political ideology too far. His argument is simple. When schools focus more on messaging than mastery, students suffer. In the long run, this can reduce trust in both the education system and the political leaders who support these policies.
Now it seems they figured out that the people are dumb enough that you can put the positive and the negative in the same ad. Here's one we see in L.A. 100 times a day for Congressperson Young Kim.
8 times in a row, politician Greg Rath's increased our tax rates and fees. Just like Biden and the liberals, Rath's makes California unaffordable. Greg Rath's even proposed raising his taxpayer salary over 60%. We pay more, he makes more. That's politician Greg Rath's. But Young Kim is fighting Rath's and the liberals.
That's right, I'm Young Kim, and unlike my opponent, I'm in color. Come on, don't you want your representative to be in color? As opposed to an X-ray?
Maher also attacked what he sees as a major weakness in the Democrat strategy. According to him, the party spends too much time attacking its opponents instead of explaining how its policies improve everyday life. The strategy often seems to rely on portraying the other side as dangerous or immoral, hoping voters will choose Democrats by comparison. However, Maher argues that this approach is exhausting for voters. People are not looking for constant outrage. They want practical solutions. They want to know how their rent will become more affordable, how jobs will improve, and how their future will feel more secure. Without a clear and confident vision, the party risks appearing weak rather than persuasive.
And I don't chew on cigars or stuff cash in my pockets or get drunk with Washington insiders, and jail cell doors never shut behind me. When candidates in political ads say, "I approve this message," they should have to add at the end, "You dumb."
Maher also criticized the style of modern political advertising. Too often, these ads feel less like honest persuasion and more like an insult to voters' intelligence. Dramatic music, dark visuals, and exaggerated claims are commonly used to create fear and anger. But most Americans are not sitting at home waiting to be told who to hate. Instead, they are thinking about their bills, their jobs, their safety, and the future of their families. Maher believes voters respond better to authenticity and real solutions. When campaigns focus only on portraying opponents as villains, they begin to look disconnected from the real concerns of ordinary people.
After all, didn't you hear me say I'm strong on values and good for jobs, that I'm fighting for you and on your side, and I'm going to get things done and shake things up. And then I have a plan, details to follow, to clean things up. My God, my sleeves are rolled up. What more evidence do you need on the good guy?
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed the discussion, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more content.